and Indonesia, well, hold your horses here. This might be the upset of the round. Indonesia are crushing Armenia 3-0 with 1 game to go. But in the meantime, how about we introduce another very special guest to the show? The current live world number 2. He's for many people, the next challenger to Magnus Carlsen, the next real valid challenger. We're going to welcome him to the show, Fabiano Caruana. Hello, Fabiano.
Hi.
How did you do? I didn't even see...
I made a draw.
You made a draw today, okay, because so many big games going on. Italy were playing...
They were playing Turkey.
They were playing Turkey today, right. Okay, let's go there very quickly. And I have to just pick out the bottom board.
Fabiano was playing Grandmaster Dragan Solak.
Solak, he's a very decent player. How was the game generally while I just locate it for the moment?
I played a variation where it's probably nearly impossible to win. But at some point I had, I think, genuine winning chances because he blundered a nice tactic. Okay,
Can we go to the critical moments
then? The critical moment was when he played G4.
G4. What move is
28.
Move 28. Okay, so G4 in this position, yeah.
Which was a mistake because I take and after Rook H8 I have G2, which he overlooked.
Oh, beautiful little intermediate move.
And I felt like I would win, but he put his, he played King F3, put his king on the queen side, and I couldn't find any kind of plan. Maybe I shouldn't have played Knight F5 here. Maybe I should have possibly tried to put my knight on C6 or C8 and B6.
And break with A4 later, maybe.
Yeah, A4 would be great for me. I think if I can play A4, then I'll just win. But somehow I wanted to put the knight on F5. It looked so good there.
And you put the knight on F5, and yeah, I can see that.
After he played Rook F3 and Rook H3, I can't get my rook to the H file, and I didn't see any ideas.
So has he set up a kind of fortress here?
Well, I played around for a bit,
but basically.
Then I gave up my A pawn for nothing.
Really?
Where did you give up that pawn?
When I played A4, I was not sure. It was
C2.
Right after the time control, I think.
A4 just to try and mix it up, but.
It doesn't mix up anything.
Right. And
just I still have no ideas. He also has no ideas, but
just at one of those positions. Yeah. How are the Italians doing? Let's have a look at the rest of the games.
We already lost.
I
think it's going to be a whitewash because we lost 2 games, and I think our second board is also losing.
David Alberto against Baris Essen. No, this is finished, right? Rook's coming over. Ooh.
Yeah, that's
mate, isn't it?
Yeah, the Italians were slight favorites on rating in that match, so that would be a bit of an upset.
That's a bit of a disappointing loss, but Turkey, I've got some really decent players. They've got Ipatov, they've got Solak, Essen, these are
4 Grandmasters.
Yeah, of course. No, they've got a very good team.
2,600 Grandmaster on board 4, so definitely no pushovers.
No, not at all. Tell us about yourself, Fabiano. Obviously, you are now the live number 2 in the world. That's your highest...
After this game, I'm not sure.
After this game, you're not sure, right? Because it all depends on how...
Levon wasn't doing something.
Won, so.
He won today against Gonzalez from Costa Rica. Okay.
Levon won, so it might be very close.
I mean, I'm not really looking at it right now.
Okay.
It's going to change game by game.
But how does it feel to finally be over 2,800? Does it feel any different? I mean, does it feel on a personal level like because people dream? I know me and Ina, we dream of being 2,700.
Yeah, that would be our magical threshold.
Let alone 2,800. So, I mean, was it a personal goal of yours to go
No, not really. I mean, there's no difference between 2,799, 2,800, and 2,801. But okay, once you see the 2.8, it's just visual, and in any case, it can change in just in one game. So I don't try to look at rating so much.
Yeah, and then we've got Magnus Carlsen at 2880. How he got there?
But I was just
Nobody
wondering, when
knows.
your rating's not going up, do you feel as though you've stopped developing, that you've like reached a plateau, or
Well, it's kind of hard to.
what's your benchmark for the feel? You know you're still improving, still even though your rating's not increasing all the time.
Well, it's actually pretty hard to.
I don't know. Do you analyze like your games, the way you handle certain positions, and you see, okay, I've improved here, or?
No, I mean, I try to avoid making mistakes. I think recently I haven't been making as many mistakes, and that's why my rating has gone up. Well, I'm really only talking about Dortmund, and okay, and I mean, just as long as you play well, the rating goes with it. But I think I've been capable of playing at a high level for some time.
Indeed, you have.
And well, it's just really a matter of trying to avoid mistakes, because I know that I can make good moves, but sometimes a bad move creeps in, and sometimes
You are
So
human.
just weeding out the bad moves is the key to success.
Yeah, I
and,
think that's just
everything.
in general,
Yeah.
right? That would be nice, never to play a bad move. We've got the live ratings on the screen there, Fabiano. In fact, you are still
0.3.
just at number 2 in the world by 0.3 of a point, not much in it. What is really, if you can tell it, most people know who you are now, of course, but what is your goal in chess, or goals? What is the World Championship title something that's really close to your heart, or is it a big ambition of yours?
Yeah, of course, it's my ambition. I think it's every player's ambition on some level.
Even yours.
Yeah, I might have to revise my ambitions, but no.
No, I mean, I'm not really close at the moment. I'm as close as anyone. I'm not even sure what the cycle is going to be. But I mean, I'll try to get into the candidates and see where it goes from there.
So that's the first step: get into the candidates, and then put in a big performance there. Because you were missing this year, as was, for example, Hikaru Nakamura, 2 big hitters. We'd love to see you in the candidates. I know I would. I think it would be great. And
Well, being from Western Europe, we want as many Western Europeans in there as possible. So.
yeah, we're supporting. And for Italy, it would be amazing. They've never had an Italian world champion, have they? Unless Greco counts in 1672.
I don't think that. Well, yeah, I guess in some way, not really familiar with those times.
We know you're also playing in a tournament a little later this year. I know I'm excited about seeing it. Well, actually, it's not even, it's around the corner, isn't it? It's after the Olympiad, the Sinkerfield Cup. Is your mind just firmly on the Olympiad at the moment, or in the back of your mind are you starting to think, I don't want to play this line because I'm thinking about playing it against Magnus at Sinkerfield or against Hikaru?
No, I can't afford to save ideas. I don't have so many of them. And, well, okay, I mean, I'll take it tournament by tournament. Yeah. Well, actually, game by game. I'm not really thinking about the next tournament right now.
What would be a good result for Italy in this Olympiad? Obviously, today has been disappointing for you. You're not one of the favourites.
Ranked 20.
Ranked 20. What do you think would be a really great result?
Well, 2 years ago we got 14th place.
Right?
I think top 10 would be really very good.
Okay.
But this was not a good result to reach that today.
And what about individual medals? Have you won a board medal before?
No, I don't think so.
You've not won a board medal. So maybe that would be another objective.
Natural goal.
Another goal. Okay. Well, yeah, it looks as though David Alberto, well, he's on the verge. He's probably can just resign in this position. Yeah, I mean, it's just totally gone. Minus 17 points. That's a few. Can we get your opinion on a couple of games before we let you go? Because there are some key games going on at the moment. We've had some amazing results as well so far, but let's go to Kramnik versus Wang Yue.
Oh, so we're here now.
We're here. Let's go to this one. Vladimir Kramnik played Fabiano. I don't know how many times you've played Vladimir Kramnik's loads already, but looks as though...
Oh, I think Black can never lose this.
Black can never lose.
King is too active.
He's just played c4. And then we were looking at this rook takes c4.
Well, that's an absolute bailout. But
this is
maybe
going to be a draw,
that's just an easy way to get out of the office. Rook takes c4.
And if you don't do it, you have to be careful that king d4 and c3.
Well, I mean, bishop c4, generally speaking, should also...
Bishop c4,
Well, I
king
mean,
d4,
This is only of theoretical value.
king d4.
Well, I should never go for this, but...
And just move the rook somewhere and play against
I
two
mean,
knights.
generally
Okay,
speaking, rook against two knights. Okay, the pawns are fractured.
Oh, I wouldn't like to play this.
I think
right
I'd
No,
prefer
it wouldn't be
rook takes
pleasant.
c4 and get some more
Yeah,
stuff
that's-
off.
No,
yeah.
he's going to play
Yeah.
rook takes c4, isn't he? He's
I
gonna,
mean, but if he doesn't play it, then he might have to play this
yeah,
Well, that ending, yes.
two knights
yes,
against rook.
yes.
So
I think he's going to do it, and I think, is this stone cold drawn?
I hope so.
We were looking at king f3.
Yeah, but then
King
we had this.
G1.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
this bishop f7 at the
Yeah.
end. So even if you work with g5,
But,
But then I can...
I mean, isn't this a draw even if you lose the f pawn?
Yes, yes, probably, yes.
yeah,
Should be.
right. Okay, so odds on for a draw there. Kramnik was in a bit of trouble. What about this one? This one intrigues me.
Yeah, tell us what's going on here, because we couldn't really understand how...
Well, the question
white
is
would
if
make
he has a
progress.
fortress. Because normally 2 pawns is enough, but it's not easy to break through.
Can black just sit?
I'm not sure where he's going with
pass
his,
with his king.
king. Yeah, maybe there's a Zugzwang. Let's say put the bishop on e8, black will play king g7, f6. Maybe he plans at some point playing e4, e5, sacrificing f2 and running with the king and pawn. Okay.
Well, that might be an idea, yes.
So I don't know, something like, what's black doing? King f7, he has to pass basically every move. We want to park on e8.
Well, you could do it with the bishop on d3, this idea with e4, e5.
Yeah, but then you don't achieve anything. I mean, you still have to put me in Zugzwang.
So something like this.
The king somewhere.
As soon as he goes bishop d8, that looks very risky.
Okay,
right?
yeah, this is winning, I guess.
Now the king comes in.
Oh, actually, why? It's maybe not winning. Bishop h4,
This isn't winning?
take on f2.
Ah.
e3 drops.
Oh my goodness.
King
Well, that
d-
was unlucky.
Oh, no, king
king
Hold
d4?
on, king d4 might just
Yeah.
win the game. No, king
Oh.
d4 just wins the game. That's a winner.
Mhm. Well,
So
in
if-
any case, black probably won't play bishop d8.
He'll play king e7, right?
I don't see it. Maybe he has to bring the king back to the king side, put it on g3, and then try to play e4, maybe f5. It's also a draw. I would say that it's a draw, but I'm not completely sure.
Two
Is there
extra
any
pawns.
crazy? I've got a ridiculous suggestion.
But if you get the bishop to e8, I think it's winning. That's just
Right. Okay.
because then you can put the king on e4, and you can probably even sacrifice on g6.
Well, that's what I wanted to do, but if he,
But you need the bishop on e8.
there's no way of. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so just to demonstrate that, something like this.
Let's say bishop a7.
Bishop a7, and then to basically take on g6, right?
Yeah, because bishop but bishop c7 instead of bishop a7.
Bishop c7.
Mm-hmm.
It's never easy, is it?
King still doesn't get him.
Sugar.
Well, white can go f5 if he absolutely...
Okay, but yeah.
If he has to try to make progress, but it's probably not going to be enough to
Looks
win.
close though, doesn't it? To be able to go f5.
Take,
With that.
yeah, and maybe g5. 'Cause it takes a long time to promote this pawn. You're going to need to put the king on a8 and start pushing.
Right.
Yes.
Amazing the resources here. Well, Dinglerin, I don't know what he's doing. He's moving his bishop round, just trying to gain some time. Maybe
It might just be a draw.
might just be a draw. Vladimir Kramnik did indeed go for that position against Wang Yue, so he's going to hold that. And that would be an escape for the Russians because I think Dinglerin was winning at some point. Peter Svidler, hashtag C24 Live, says, allowing the bishop to a8 loses, but bishop c6 is met by king e7 to f7. So Peter, obviously watching this game, very important. He played today, draw against Yu Yang Yi. So he thinks that's a draw.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So what does that mean for the matchup? Is it draws all around then?
It would be 4 draws, yeah, if he manages to hold. Still not over, but we will see. In the Agdestein game, Agdestein has won 2 pawns.
Well, this is sort of like what we were looking at, wasn't it?
Right.
White sheds some pawns and gets activity.
But wow, who knows what's
Is
going
white
on.
fine here?
He just played knight e8, wants the brilliancy prize, hoping that black takes that knight off.
You can play rook a2.
Rook a2, and you
And
can't
then
take on
knight
f6 because of rook.
You can take on h7.
You can take on h7.
Yeah, because of check knight d6.
Ah, check and knight d6, and now what's happening?
Maybe c4.
King g8. No, king g8. No.
Okay, king g8. Rook c7.
And
It looks like a draw.
maybe a draw, right? Amazing. And that would mean that Norway win. Are there any other really crucial games going on at the moment? Tiviakov lost. And what about this one? Giri Gelfand. Is this
It's winning.
bread and butter, right? We actually talked about this, didn't we?
Yes.
I thought it was winning. It's just simple.
And
right?
you said it was
I think
winning as fast as he did, so well done.
And that means that if this is a win...
In fact, I think that I once won a position against Tiviakov, a game against Tiviakov, where I had pawns on g2 and g4 and a knight, and he had, I think it was a dark square bishop, and this was just winning. I just pushed my pawns up.
Right,
I've seen that game.
right. So with 2 pawns like this, it should be even easier, right? Supporting each other. All right, brilliant. Well, I think those are the big games still going on. Unlucky today for your team. You were solid, though. Thank you very much for imparting your wonderful knowledge with us, your endgame knowledge, your presence. We'd love to have you back someday. So please come back, and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thanks.
Thanks, Fabiano. All right, Fabiano Caruana, born July 30th, 1992, only 22 years old, born in Miami, Party Town in the United States. Highest rating ever, 2801, his current rating. He will be a contender for the world crown one day.
Definitely.
No doubt about it. He's going to be around for a long time. And yeah, Giri's just going to win this position as well.
Do you think he was being modest when he said that he had so few ideas that he didn't have any to spare for later tournaments? It might have been modesty.
Yeah, might have been. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff in the bank.
I would assume if you're at that level and you find something great against the Berlin or something, you might be thinking, let me save this for Magnus.
Yeah, that's true. That's also true.
Until recently, chess was like this. Chess24 brought you this. Live interactive broadcasts from top tournaments with computer analysis and video commentary by the likes of Jan Gustafsson, Lawrence Trent and Peter Svidler. A play zone where you can take on opponents from all around the world 24/7. Interactive beginners courses ensuring you pick up the basics fast while having fun. A tactics trainer to sharpen your chess by solving puzzles adapted to your level. Hundreds of interactive videos letting you watch and learn from star players such as Vishy Anand, Peter Svidler, Paco Vallejo and Hu Yifan. You've given up on that outdated computer? That's why there are more reasons to use Chess24 on mobiles and tablets. Full playzone access, including pre-move. A tactics trainer so you can stay sharp wherever you are. Computer opponents you can challenge even when you're not online. Live broadcasts of top chess events. And the half? It's free. Well, that's half true. Most features are free, but limited for registered members. For a mere €99 per year, however, you can step up to premium membership and gain unlimited access to our video library. That and much more. Make Chess24 your playground. And remember, Chess24 is the official online broadcast partner of the Tromsø 2014 Chess Olympiad. See you at chess24.com.